In today's video, I'm going to give you 7 different ways that you can dispute a difficult account, such as a charge-off, and you're going to want to make sure you stay till the end of this video because I'm also going to show you exactly how your dispute letter should be structured to get the maximum results. Hey, what's up? My name's Kristen. If you don't know me already, I've been right here on YouTube for 8 years with over 800 videos showing consumers just as yourself, just like me, that you can permanently and legally remove negative items from your credit report without paying fazillions of dollars and without having to go to another company. Now, if this is something that you would like to see if I personally can do for you, use the link down in the description or at the top of your screen, schedule a call with me, and I will see if I can help. And you'll also find some other awesome stuff as well as some free stuff down in the description, so make sure you head down there after you smash that like so that I know this is the type of content you enjoy and you'd like for me to make more of for you, all right? And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right, so imagine, if you will, for a moment that we have a pyramid. And at the top of the pyramid, we have the things that are going to give you the maximum impact for being able to remove negative items from your credit report. Those are the things that you see on the board right here. The things that we're disputing are going to be date last paid, date last active. We have, of course, violations. We have our first day of delinquency. We have our date last reported, notice of dispute, and our payment history. All of these are going to be right here at the top of this hierarchy. So if you can, you want to be able to get one of these dispute reasons to be able to remove your account. Because once we go down here, now we're dealing with stuff that really don't have a lot of impact, and you're going to get further away from a deletion. A couple examples would be, unless they're blatantly inaccurate, balance, past due, high balance, unless it's lower than the balance, limit, things like that. And then right here at the bottom are the things that I call don't ever use them. Like last resort type of deals. There's going to be like type and terms and open date, okay? You don't want to be disputing here and you don't want to be disputing here. So please find your inaccuracies in these that I'm showing you right here. Now I'm going to give you 2 examples. So date last paid. Why is the date last paid important? Well, it's actually going to be the date that you last paid and never paid again, and it stipulates when your account will naturally fall off your credit report. So if we have 3 different dates, let's just say we have 2018, 2019, and 2020. If we have 3 different years, that means that our account is naturally, without our influence, going to fall off in a period of 3 different years. And we don't want that, right? Everything must be consistent and accurate, and you want it to come off at the same time, if for whatever reason you can't get it off yourself, right? That's why it's so important. And again, make sure that, just like I said, stay to the end, because I'm going to give you something that is definitely going to make this all make sense, because I see these questions all the time in my comments, all right? So an example of date last reported would be, let's say that you send in your dispute, you said, 3 different dates and the date last paid, delete, blah, blah, blah. They said verified, but they didn't change the date last reported or the status update date. It just depends on which bureau you're looking at or which site. Now that's a problem, because when the bureaus verify as accurate, they're actually supposed to update the date last reported to be when they updated this account, right? And if they didn't do that, to me, that just spells out they did not investigate, right? So you can use that to get the account removed. So the inaccuracy would be the date last paid, and then we can go after the date last reported. Now, let's say that, and if you haven't seen my videos on the key to the credit sweep, you're definitely going to want to check that out, but I'm going to give you that secret right now. All right, so our notice of dispute is very, very important. Pursuant to FCRA 623 and FDCPA 8078, they, the Bureau's creditors collectors, are required to enter a notice that the account was disputed within 30 days of the date of first receipt of dispute. And if it's not there, now it's a violation, right? And it is a $1,000 violation. You can't get it against everybody. You can get it one time, but let's just say we don't want that $1,000. We just want for the account to be removed. This is when we're using that date, the notice of dispute on our account to get the account removed from the credit report, okay? So Your example dispute on that would be you disputed the date last paid. They said it was verified. You went after the date last reported. And then now round 3, notice of dispute. These are 3 very powerful ways that you can go after any account on your credit report, but specifically, this is going to work for charge-offs. All right. So please, whatever you do, please, please, please try to find your inaccuracies here at the top. All right. Now, when we are writing our dispute, and again, I see this in my comments all the time. Am I supposed to send a factual letter? Am I supposed to send a method of verification? Am I supposed to send a validation of debt? Am I supposed to send... No. Everything should be factual, but your factual dispute can have other things in it. An example of this, and here is your example dispute letter for a charge-off. An example of this is your personal information. Here's the date, here's the bureau, and here is your 1 paragraph explaining why you are sending that dispute, okay? This is where you can put your dispute against privacy concerns. You can dispute about the method of verification, reinvestigation, stall tactics, restatement of your original dispute because they didn't do what they were supposed to, or the original creditor didn't perform their responsibilities under the law, so on and so forth, right? Etc. Anything that you want to say can go in that first paragraph. And I say first, it really should only be 1 paragraph, all right? So if you were doing factual plus, let's just say, method of verification, right here in this paragraph, it's very, very simple. The reason that you're sending this letter is because you would like to know the method of verification from when they said that these accounts or this account was verified as accurate. How did you verify it? Like, who would you speak with? What documentation do you have that you can furnish to me? So on and so forth, right? And then immediately below that, right here, we have our accounts. So Capital One, American Express, Discover, Portfolio Recovery. We have our account numbers. So for an example, American Express, it would say Amex 34999, blah, blah, blah. And then our dispute reason. And our dispute reason is actually going to be taken from right here. Okay. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, let me know down in the comments. Drop a yes. Yes, this makes sense, Kristen. I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Okay. Or smash the like and let me know, because if you don't understand this, then I got to break it down in a totally different manner. All right. Again, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. And if you want me to show mine, I will. This is what I've been doing for 12 years. All right. So all of this comes from our credit report. When we're looking at our credit report, we are extracting all of our inaccuracies and our violations. We're breaking down and putting it categorically and in a hierarchy, which dispute reason is more important, has more impact than the other. Then we're writing our dispute reason, and then we're putting it in our letter, and we're saying, thanks, send me a new credit report, expedite this, whatever, and then your name. And that is it, okay? Simplicity is the key with your dispute letter, but another key to this is using the facts taken directly from the credit report itself and not adding in all this extra stuff. All right. Yes, you can put the laws that are specific to the accounts that you are disputing or specific to the violations that you are going after them for, but we don't want to put all that extra stuff in there. And I've seen some pretty extra letters because I used to send them myself back in the day, right? When I first started doing this, I had no clue what I was doing. Okay. And I had to learn the hard way. And I had to learn the hard way by trial and error. And there was a lot of error before, I reached success. Okay. So I would probably say no more than, if it's not going to be 1 paragraph, no more than 2. And if you have to, depending on what you are disputing or the violations that you're going after, no more than 3. Okay. Yes, you can say pursuant to this and pursuant to that. Obviously, you would want to if you're going after specific violations, but don't add in all that extra bold stuff. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt, all of that is unnecessary. Okay. And privacy is going to be a big one. That is another secret, another video, another day. All right. If you do not understand this, please let me know by dropping it in the comments and saying, hey, Kristen, great video, but I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to the yada yada. And maybe I will create another video that clarifies this a little bit more. But again, today we went over 7 ways that you can dispute and remove a charge off. And this is exactly what I use with my own clients and get my results all the time. Okay. So if you don't know those 7 ways, it's going to be date last active, date last paid, date last reported, notice of dispute, payment history, first delinquency, and your violations. All of those are going to be right here at the top of this hierarchy, and we do not want to go and dispute these other things unless we have blatant inaccuracies, okay? So that is it for today. Watch one of the other videos that come up on your screen unless you want to re-watch this specific video. And again, come down into the comments, say hi, let me know what's up, what you're struggling with, and whether you had questions about this. And I will see you later.